profit and loss. In this lesson, we'll cover only loss. Okay, we say loss is the act of losing something. Now, whenever you incur a loss from a business, from any trade, that is loss. Mathematically, we say loss is equal to cost price minus selling price. Unlike profit, which is selling price minus cost price, that is just the difference. I'll be working with this formula for every question on this topic. We have an example. Mr. Smith bought a car for $613. So he bought the car for this, which is the cost price, and sold it for $520. This is the selling price, sold it. So calculate how much he lost. Okay, we'll have a formula that says loss is equals to cost price minus selling price. But before that, what is the cost price? Let's do that here. The cost price is what he bought it for 613. Okay, no, bought it, yes, for 613, right? So that's the cost price. Now the next is selling price, how much he sold it, and sold it for $520. Okay, so loss now becomes, we said cost price. What is cost price? 613 minus what is selling price? Says 520. So it's equal to, maybe let's do that in a rough, 613 minus 520. Okay, 3 here is just 3 minus 0 is 3, and 1 minus 2 cannot really work, so 11 minus 2 is 9, right? And here is 0. So at the end of the day, we left with $93. So we got $93. What you need to figure out is the cost price and the selling price. They are very important. Then once you're done with that, get to know what you are asked to find. Here they said clearly loss, and that was why we solved for loss. So let's go for the next question. Question 2. 6 pens were bought for 50 naira each, but each was sold for 43 naira. What's the loss? Now they told you to solve for loss clearly, so you know you are solving for loss. You don't have to be confused. This is very simple. So 6 pens were bought for 15 naira each. So let's check out for the cost price and the selling price. So the price to buy something is the cost price, right? So cost price is equal to, they said 6 pence, so 6 multiplied by we are bought for 15 naira each of them. They did not say all the 6 pence was bought for what is it called, we are bought for 15 naira. They say each of them was, we are bought for 15 naira. So you have to do 50 naira times 6. That will give you the amount, and this should be 300, right? Because 6 times 5 is 30. Then you just add the 0 here. Okay, but each was sold for, now the when they talk about sold for, it's talking about selling price, or sold for what, 43. Now remember, we are still talking about 6, so 6 multiplied by 43 is equal to, you can just use calculator for that. Let's do it out. 6 multiplied by 43, but you can as well do this calculation manually, same thing. So this is 258, so 258, 258. Now they say what's the loss. So because they told us loss, we don't need to double around. We go straight and solve for loss. Loss is equal to cost price minus selling price. From here we can just say loss is L. What is the cost price? We have cost price to be 300, so we'll subtract 258 out of that, and then our loss will be losing 300 minus 258. Okay, let's say 200 minus 250 is 50, minus 8 is about 42. So we lost 42 naira from this business. Let's check here. So 300 minus 258, 42. Okay, so we lost 42. naira from this business. This is very very simple. Pay attention to details, get to figure out your cost price, figure it out, get to know your selling price. Now know what you are asked to find. Here they said loss and we actually solved for loss, so and that's it. For the next question, a trader bought 10 eggs for 30 naira each. If three if three broke and she sold the rest for 30 naira, did she gain or loss? And how much did she gain or loss? This kind of question is a little bit complex, but just pay attention and let's figure this out. Okay, let's get to know what's happening here. She bought 10 eggs. She bought them for 30 naira each. If three broke, and she sold the rest for, so she sold the rest for 30 naira again. Did she gain or loss? Which we don't know yet. And how much did she gain or loss? This is a complex one. Just pay attention and you definitely understand this. So she bought 10x. Let's get to know the cost price and the selling price. So cost price is equal to total bought so is 10 multiplied by 30. So she bought 10 eggs. I don't know if you get, and each of them was 30. That's why I'm multiplying. So this is giving us 300. Just 1 times 3 is 3, then you add the 2 zeros behind, and that's it. So if 3 broke and she sold the rest, so out of 10, let's think about this. You have 10 and 3 broke, which means 3 became useless. You didn't make use of them, so you are removing that 3. You are left with what? 7. Pay attention to this. So you are working with 7. I don't know if you get, because 3 broke, so it simply means that she sold the rest. The rest she sold will have to is just the 7, right? So let's check out for the selling price. This is where you need to pay attention. Selling price is 7 multiplied by 30. Now why is it 7? It's 7 because 3 broke, so we didn't sell all the eggs. We sold only 7, which was the number that did not break. I don't know if you understand. So 7 times 3 is 21, then you add 0, 210. Now they are asking, did she gain or loss, and how much did she gain or loss? So if you look at this, she lost because she purchased this. Now cost price is how much you purchase something. She purchased this product or item for 300, and then we are selling this for how much? 210. This is loss. So it's a loss. So it's a loss, right? Okay, it's a loss. That's one thing. And that thing, they say them, how much did she lost again? So if you want to know the amount she lost or gain, now we can only solve for loss because it's a loss. So loss is cost price minus selling price. So from here, let's go. What is cost price? We said it's 300. So 300 minus, that is L, minus 210, and L is equal to, this is about 90. So she lost about 90 naira from this business. So that's it. So it's a loss. Okay, for question number 4, 5 carrots were bought for 200. Now okay, if each was sold 35 naira, calculate the profit or loss. So this question is also confusing because we don't know if it's a profit or loss. We have to figure that out ourselves. Okay, 5 carrots were bought for 200 and each was sold for 35 naira. Let's go ahead and do this. Now first thing is, let's get the cost price. Now 5 carrots were bought for 200. Now they did not say each of the 5 carrots, they say the whole of the 5 carrots were bought for 200. So the cost price is just 200. Please get to understand it. They never said each, they said all the 5 carrots were bought for 200, and that is why the cost price is 200. If each was sold for, now remember something to talk about each. So because he's talking about each, remember how many carrots are we buying? We bought 5 carrots and we are selling each 35 naira. So this is where you have to pay attention. So let's do that. 5 times 35. Okay, you can also do this manually. 5 times 35. we have 175, so we are getting 175. So this is how much she sold um, this item, and this is how much she bought them, or this is how much the item was bought. Now, is it a profit or loss? This is clearly a loss, because if you bought something at 200 and you're selling it for 775, you're actually making a loss. So this is a loss. It's just clear that it's a loss. So let's solve for the loss. Loss is equal to cost price minus selling price. Now, from this very point, we can say you cannot score loss L. What's the cost price? Cost price is 200 minus what is selling price, 175. Okay, so loss becomes 200 minus 175 should be about 25. So 25, um, 25 naira, and that's just it. It's quite simple. Okay, right here we'll have a task, just 4 questions. Endeavor to do this on your own. Take your time. If you had any challenge during the course of this lesson, go back, review the lesson, go through it again, and make sure you understand it. Then attempt this task. Do well. That's just it. Okay. This video is brought to you by Precision Academic World. Here is our official email address, and here is our official WhatsApp contact. Thank you so much for joining us today. Like, comment, subscribe, and share to your friends. Oh, thank you so much.